inherited a security risk at birth for life. He said he'd be happy to pay for the security himself, but Home Office lawyers oppose the idea of allowing wealthy individuals to buy security from the police. Is that the way it works, Yasmin? If we're going to accept that DNA makes you a royal, does DNA guarantee you police protection for life that we all pay for?
I'm not a royalist at all. But I think there is an issue here about what is he being punished for.
Why is it a punishment?
I think it's a punishment because there's been years now since before Harry and Meghan left the country, or in my view, had to leave the country because of the hatred, really, that was being whipped up by certain sections of the press and other people against them. We live in very volatile times, okay? And it seems to me that for him, who provokes a lot of anger in this country, because he wrote, after the book he wrote, people forget, incidentally, that Charles spoke about how unhappy he was with his own parents on the Jonathan Dimbleby show and how cold they were to him. And nobody remembers that, as if he's broken some kind of a religious code. So I think his life is in danger. And anybody whose life is in danger, who's a prominent person, especially as he's offered to pay for it.
Okay, but isn't this a transaction? Very simply, he stops providing us with the service of being a royal, all of the what's entailed with public life. He moves to another country. We can't carry on providing it if he doesn't give us that service back.
Why can't he pay for it? Look, his life. How would his father?
Because you can't pay for the police. You can't. No, none of us can pay for the police.
He can pay for security if he's willing. People say, "Why should we pay for it?" That's the one argument. But also, if Charles and William don't deal with this situation and something happens to him, because something could,
Mike,
then what will they say?
Mike.
Greetings and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Yasmin Alibhai Brown's comments about Prince Harry's security are based on a genuine concern for his safety. Given the threats Harry faces from media scrutiny to real physical risks, it's clear why Alibhai Brown believes Prince William and Charles should step in to ensure Harry's protection, especially if something were to happen to him. While there's been tension between the brothers, Alibhai Brown's words highlight the importance of family support. Despite their differences, families should prioritize each other's well-being, especially in vulnerable situations. Harry has faced public threats like hate campaigns and dangerous paparazzi chases, making Alibhai Brown's point about security even more relevant. Her stance isn't about creating division, but about recognizing that the royal family has a responsibility to protect its members, regardless of their position within the monarchy. In moments of danger, the duty to look out for one another should remain paramount. Prince Harry's plea for continued security has been met with a mixture of derision and indifference. Some argue that he chose to step back from royal duties. They believe he should therefore relinquish the privileges that come with his title. This simplistic view ignores a crucial fact. Harry remains a high-profile figure. He is constantly in the public eye. This visibility, intertwined with his royal lineage, makes him a prime target for those who harbor ill intentions. The debate surrounding his security is not merely about financial burden. It is about the safety of a man who, despite his decision to forge a different path, remains tethered to an institution that attracts both admiration and animosity. Removing his security sends a chilling message. It suggests that the royal family is willing to turn a blind eye to the very real dangers faced by one of their own. This is not simply about Harry's personal safety. It is about the integrity of the monarchy itself. The royal family's actions, or lack thereof, have far-reaching consequences. They shape public perception and set a dangerous precedent for how former members are treated. Ignoring the legitimate security concerns of a prince sets a dangerous precedent. It suggests that personal safety is conditional and subject to the whims of public opinion. This is unacceptable for any individual, let alone a member of an institution that prides itself on tradition and duty. Prince Harry's life has been indelibly marked by his royal status. He has lived his life under the intense scrutiny of the public eye. This scrutiny has amplified tenfold since his marriage to Meghan Markle, and their subsequent decision to step back from royal duties. This decision, while a personal one, did not erase the target on his back. The threats Harry faces are not hypothetical or imagined. They are rooted in a toxic mix of his royal connection and the relentless media scrutiny that follows him and his family. From online vitriol to physical threats, the danger is real and ever-present. This constant threat necessitates a level of security that goes beyond the ordinary. It requires specialized knowledge and resources. These resources are essential to counter the specific risks associated with someone of Harry's profile. To pretend otherwise is not only naive but also reckless. His security is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Ignoring this fact puts Harry, his family, and those around him at risk. The argument that Harry should simply pay for his own security is as simplistic as it is insensitive. It ignores the unique circumstances of his situation. Unlike celebrities who can control their level of exposure, Harry's visibility is inextricably linked to his royal lineage. This is not a fame he sought out or can easily shed. His security needs are not comparable to those of private citizens, even wealthy ones. They stem from his unique position within the complex web of royalty, media, and public fascination. Expecting him to shoulder this burden alone is not only unfair, but also unrealistic. It places an unreasonable burden on an individual who is already navigating a complex and often hostile environment. Self-funding would not erase the threats. It would simply shift the responsibility of dealing with them. This is not a matter of privilege, but of safety and security. It is about recognizing that the threats Harry faces are directly linked to his royal status. This status, whether he embraces it or not, is a permanent fixture in his life. Section 4. A family divided. The royal reputation hangs in the balance. The debate over Harry's security lays bare a deeper issue within the royal family. Their silence on this matter speaks volumes. It reveals a concerning lack of empathy and solidarity. Their failure to publicly support Harry's need for protection speaks to a wider issue: the institution's struggle to adapt to the modern world and its changing dynamics. By remaining silent, the royal family is implicitly endorsing the narrative that Harry is no longer deserving of their protection. This not only damages their reputation,